Oh, okay. Okay. Why? Because you did something, Monty?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because, all right. Everyone can hear you now. Okay.
Uh, I think we're on YouTube now. All right, I'm closing Google Meets. Duo, closing Duo. I'm leaving Duo. Yeah, initial call. So I'm closing the tab. Right.
I can't hear Khalil. Khalil, which one did you mute? I can't hear Khalil. I have no sound. Monty, say something.
Yes, mom.
Okay, so Khalil must have muted himself.
Hello.
Khalil, did you mute StreamYard? And
Khalil, did you mute StreamYard? Yeah, I left StreamYard just now, and I'm trying to get back in. All right, I think
Please.
I'm back. I'm still on StreamYard. I muted Google Duo. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
Why is there a delay when I just said that to you?
Okay. Are we good?
Say something, Khalil.
23.
He's a little delay. Monty, you're perfect.
I don't know.
Hmm, I could try and do something else. Okay, give me a second.
Am I delayed when I look at
No,
myself?
I think Chloe's fine. I mean, Chloe is a slight delay. It's like a millisecond, but I don't think that's really it. Like, it's just the internet connection. It's not
Monty,
really.
I don't see a delay on Monty. I don't know.
Right. I don't see a delay on mine. I see a delay on Khalil.
All right. I think we're fine. So,
Slight delay.
all right, we're live right now. We're on YouTube.
Welcome everybody. This is the messy couch. The dirty hands, man.
I need to fix my camera.
Can't hear you, Monty. You're too far from the mic.
I just need to fix my camera.
That's better. It's not good, but it's better. So Jordan is just MIA like always, because
Is he home?
because yeah, he's upstairs. This is his first day, so some days at like 12:45, I hear him getting in the shower.
No, he don't. Oh
He
my
doesn't.
god!
He doesn't go to bed till like 4:35.
Like every day or like on the weekends?
Well, I don't know because I'm not here every day at 4:35.
Yeah, that might be his standard thing, and we just don't know.
All right.
It's funny you say that. I am struggling to stay up past like 12. Like last night, I couldn't do it.
I was up to midnight, and I went. I didn't. I got up at midnight. No, I got up at 11:30. So I was up 23 hours, 23 and a half.
I can't. I was struggling yesterday.
Why? You had a busy week or something?
Uh, yeah, it wasn't busy necessarily, just long. I had like a certification. Let me move this over. I had a certification, so like we had training. But I get to work early, like or at least earlier than most people. So I'm up by 5 most days. I don't know what this hands doing. So I'm up by 5, and the training didn't end until like 4. So I was at work for like 11 hours every day.
Okay. So what do we want to talk about? Tucker Carlson or something else?
I have no idea what's going on with Tucker Carlson.
You know what's funny about that? How people, I heard some guy.
Bonnie, you're really low.
What's going on with Tucker? What'd he
I
do?
think he said, you know what's funny? Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's all I heard from Monty. And then you told him he's low, so I think he's adjusting himself. What did Tucker Carlson do? I must be under a rock this week.
All right, go ahead, Monty. What?
People were doing a compare and contrast between Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon.
Comparing it to who?
Don Lemon and Tucker.
Oh, well, that's because they got fired 2 days apart. Literally,
Right.
like the day before. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Don
It
Lemon
almost
and
seemed like it was planning. Like that's how I want to do it. So
no, they're two different entities.
I know, but it was just funny. But they were saying like how Don Lemon he went out by, he went out tweeting or something like that and said, "Hey, I just got fired, blah blah blah," and people think he did that because he don't want his manager or CNN. He want to tell his story.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but Tucker Carlson didn't do that. He just left.
Well, what do you mean he just left?
Well,
You mean he didn't say anything right away?
he didn't say anything right away. Right.
Yeah, but the next day he posted a video and it had like over 75 million views.
My face looks so like just weird. Like it feel like.
Can we stay on topic?
All right, yeah, go ahead.
So wait, enlighten me on what happened. This is news.
Oh, this guy. Nobody is on it, and yet he's trying to come in.
Yeah, he tried to get in here.
I'll invite him through the stream yard.
All right, go get him, Jordan. I mean, Monty.
Yeah, he needs to.
He needs to participate with the rest of us.
Not just participate. How about at 1 o'clock?
Right, like
Yeah.
It's almost 12:30.
why my camera is not working? All right. Here we go. All right. Where's Jordan?
Did you invite him?
I gotta send an email. Yes.
Well, you should be able to- there he is. All right, we're good to go, baby.
Hello, people.
Wait, what happened to Khalil?
It can only be
Where'd
one
Khalil go?
awesome person at a time.
Wait a minute. One awesome person at a time. Khalil, what happened? Oh man. We are a mess. A mess. Jordan, shut your door because I can hear me.
That fan is just as old as we've been in this house.
Yes, that sentence is crazy, but your point is correct. Oh, look who's back. Khalil, was it something Jordan said?
I don't know. Like I saw Jordan's name and then it just stopped. I don't know what happened. So now I'm back in.
I have a quick question. I don't know about your screens, but Jordan's not on full screen. Is he like that with
It's
you
because
guys?
I'm on my phone.
Oh,
Yeah. I
I
see
didn't
like
know.
the bars in the
Yeah.
middle.
I didn't know. Okay, Jordan.
If he flips his phone this way, it should work.
Yeah.
But I can't have it like sit up in any way.
Why?
Well, where's your webcam?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
Well, why couldn't you just go on you don't have a webcam on your computer?
on my no.
Well, you're always on your phone?
What?
What else?
Yes.
No, you've always been horizontal. Always.
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're vertical. You're in portrait mode, not landscape.
Yeah,
So, yeah, but you're always in landscape with us.
that's not true.
Well, I always see you in landscape. You take up the whole screen.
You're making stuff up.
All right, what's your phone?
Turn it.
Yeah.
How can I look at the phone?
Huh? You can't put it on landscape?
Oh, he's using the flip phone thingy so he can see and be.
Oh, I
Nah.
forgot he don't have a regular phone. Okay.
Oh my God.
No wonder he said it. How can I use the phone?
Yeah.
I'm like, just turn it. My brain is saying, what if you turn it? Okay. I forgot he got his.
He's got his special nonsense going on here.
I don't know if he's the future or the past with that phone.
Yeah, I can't keep
I
track.
know.
Like I'm totally confused here.
All right, Jordan, we're live. Like we're
Anyway, we were talking about Tucker Carlson.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I don't know. I really don't care. I mean, why? And he actually got fired or resigned. Which one is it?
Fired.
got fired.
And why he got fired?
Well, that's the big thing.
Oh, we don't know.
No one there's more speculation, but there's nothing concrete.
What's the rumor though?
The rumor is that some I guess if you're on the left, you think it's we know it was Rudolph. We know it was Murdoch, the guy who owns Fox, the big guy.
Oh, the guy that owns Fox was like, "You gotta go."
So, but it's because if you believe CNN, they think it's because of the Dominion thing with the voting machines that he has said something, even though he didn't really say that much. Okay, that whole thing. And he kind of badmouthed the executives at Fox. If you're on the other side, it's that he badmouthed the executives and he was calling balls and strikes and they just didn't like it. But the crazy thing is everyone, left, right, top, bottom, is A, shocked by it, and B, thinks Fox may have done some real damage to itself.
Yeah, because he's like the biggest thing on there now, basically.
He was getting 3 million views a night. Like even if Fox people weren't watching it all day, come 8 o'clock, he would get 3 million views, which is more than anyone got. The following Monday, because he was going Friday, the views dropped down to like 1.7 million.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the other shows are picking up, but not on Fox. So even CNN is like, he's a money maker. They got rid of a money maker.
Yeah, something big must have happened, I think.
I was listening to, I don't know who, I think it Victor David Hanson, who was saying that to get rid of Tucker was probably a huge mistake because Tucker was what Trump was. Because he was explaining that Tucker is from money, like old money.
Oh,
old money. He's from New California. Old money. He went to Ivy League school, prep school. Like he's from money, but he acts like a regular person. So he kind of gets it. So it's not like he's an elite in a different kind of way. An elite that he's a regular guy. He gets it. So it's not like he's one of these new elite people that came into money. He's always had his people are money. But they were saying they did something. They think Fox just really messed up on this, A, because of all the viewership he had, but because Tucker got people that even if you weren't, even liberals would watch Tucker because he went after the man.
Yeah.
In a different kind of way. Like he went after the man. Like he went after Republicans. He went after people, meaning he was for a certain, he did what Trump did. He went in for like the little guy.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't pulling the line. So
I watched
watched Tucker I didn't watch Tucker every night, but I watched him quite a bit. Sometimes he got on my nerves, but for the most part, I liked him because he would call out people. And two things he did I liked. He would call out people, and he never, ever, ever, I never heard him interrupt somebody. Hosts are always interrupt. They don't let him get their point out. He stops, he shuts up, and he lets them finish.
I never realized that.
Oh no, I've never heard him cut a single, because usually they'll try to finish it for you, the sentence for you, if they agree with you, or they try to cut you off if they don't agree with you. No, Tucker always lets a person finish out their. He gets how, I guess, TV or radio or whatever works, because he's been everywhere. He's been on CNN. He's been on all the stations, but I think he's smart that he allowed people to speak. He only spoke in the beginning, his monologue, where other hosts just don't shut up.
Tucker,
Yeah.
Tucker is amusing. I mean, he's interesting. Like, I can watch. He's interesting to watch. I can't watch certain people because they just annoy me.
Certain people we all can't watch. I can't watch Laura Ingham ever. I can't watch Sean Hannity ever. He's annoying. And it's funny. I used to like Dom Lemon, but then he got to be how they kept him now. They only kept him as long as they did because it was black and gay. There's no way they would have kept him any longer. And for a while I liked him, but then he would get like they think the reason why he was fired was because of that confrontation that he had with Vic. So you guys don't know the guy. Never mind.
I think he got fired because he made a comment about the women.
No,
Yeah,
he already said that a while ago. This was something he said just the other day. He said something. He tried to make like, I'm black and you don't understand black people.
Yeah.
He was arguing with the guy, but his whole argument was stupid how he was arguing it. It was like, what? I don't know. It was just stupid. It was just, I don't know. It was just, I mean, I watched it and he barely let him speak. He would cut him off. And the woman, just his host, it's just two women and him. And she was quiet. She just let him speak. She didn't interrupt. And I think she wanted to, but she probably felt like, you know what? They're fighting over race and who's more of a victim, and I ain't getting in this.
Yeah. Stay away from that firefight.
Yeah, I don't really listen to any of these people.
Yeah, I don't either.
Even Tucker Carlson. I don't listen to any of these people.
Even well, do you listen to? I know he's a different segment, but listen to God, what's the guy's name? The smart guy, the Jewish guy.
Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
You listen to him, right, Jordan?
Every now and then.
I can't listen to him.
I don't listen to him all the time, but I do listen to him to see what his take was on something.
Yeah.
Because at first
I like his reactions.
Right. So when Tucker was first let go, sometimes I was like, well, what the heck just happened? So I said, let me see if Ben's going to talk about it. So he'll say what happened. And yeah.
I can't listen to him because I can listen to Tucker, even though I was someone like his views. I can listen to Tucker because when I watch Tucker, when he talks, he kind of like talks like you're in a kind of movie. I can't even explain how he does it, but he brings out how the tone, the pause, and the interaction of his eye. Everything he does is very intriguing. Ben, the whole tone, his whole demeanor is the same. His tone is to me, the rhythm of his talk is just, and that's why he's so good with commercials, because I didn't know he didn't tell me he was when he's talking. He
jumps right into commercials. You know what's funny about that, Monty? What's the guy in the late night show? On HBO.
HBO, I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
Bill, Real Time with Bill Maher.
Oh, Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Right. So
Duh.
Bill Maher was on Ben Shapiro's show, and then Bill Maher said the same thing. He said you the genius at the segue. You are absolutely genius. You're perfect. Your timing is unbelievable.
You don't know it's commercial until he's halfway
I
in
do.
it. Like until he's halfway in talking to it. Like you feel like
His
what he's saying,
segues.
you feel like he's already talking about the topic he's talking about. Like
Yeah.
he's really
It
good.
is.
Does a good job with that.
He's pretty good at that segue. But I noticed they must be getting bigger and bigger and bigger because it's a lot more commercials now.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
You got to pay prime time for him to say it. It's a lot more commercials. It's different things now. I'm like, damn, like this, he used to talk about everything all the time. But I wish that they would cut back because I get that commercials pay the bill, but you can't get everybody in there because then you're just commercials. You can't.
Yeah.
It's too many. Like
It-
either charge more or everyone cannot be on your show. I'm sorry. You can't sell everything on your show. It's too much.
That's why, I still appreciate Joe Rogan's podcast.
Because he
It's
doesn't tell anything. And when he does, he says it in the beginning and that's it, right?
Yeah. In the beginning, it's not even 30 seconds. It's
Right.
10. Like he's definitely got that Netflix. You can hate Netflix all you want, but they never have commercials. Look.
Yeah, but they're going to start adding them.
You think they
They
are?
have commercials.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
said they were.
they had a cheap plan.
Yeah, they have a cheaper plan where they'll add commercials,
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
which means it's not really cheap. It's going to be what we're paying now, and then we're
Exactly.
gonna pay more.
Yeah,
But yes,
that's all it's gonna be.
but
It's like that. Like
you can't really blame them because, but you can't really blame them because they need some way to make money so they can do more. But all the other streaming platforms are losing money.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's funny because the more money they lose, the more commercials you see. Like Hulu is just thinking about it is
I haven't experienced it, so I wouldn't know.
Well,
But
I have
believe
free commercials for. I mean, I don't pay for. I have commercial free Hulu.
Yeah, I'm not.
you don't have that.
No. I'll pay free commercials for YouTube. I can't see how people be looking at commercials on YouTube. That doesn't even sound right. Like I forget the existence when somebody pulls something up not on my phone. I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
Listen, since Monty gave me Hulu, I mean, premium, YouTube premium, which I don't know when he gave it to me, but I think it was like November or December.
No, that was way.
Like normally at work,
No.
I would listen to the other stuff. I haven't stopped listening to YouTube since.
I
rarely. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was cutting you off. My bad.
I at work, I don't like, because somebody was like, did you watch? I said, yeah, I just listen to YouTube now. 100% YouTube at work. I don't listen to music. Oh, they were asking me about a podcast. I said, I haven't listened to a single podcast.
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta really convince me to listen to a
All my
podcast.
stuff must have 50, 100 behind, whatever. I haven't listened to a single and I not only have I not listened, I forgot about him. I forgot all about him. I just totally been on YouTube.
Yeah, the podcasts that I listen to are like video or like videos from YouTube. They just happen to have a podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Wow.
YouTube is like just the best.
I got that. I think May last year. It was 2 months before your birthday. I know that.
That should have been a birthday present right there.
I don't think I listened to it then, but I do remember around. I don't think I even paid attention. Like you might have told me, but I didn't really use it. But I just know around November. Yeah.
I forgot that I'm actually paying for the family plan. I always forget about that. I mean, it's not much, but it's just I forgot.
It's $23 a month.
I don't forget that I'm paying for the family Netflix, Hulu,
Yeah, man.
Paramount, Disney Plus. I don't forget all that.
You're
I'm
not
paying for
paying for that.
Plus,
You
You're
got
not paying for
Paramount?
like
Mind your
half of those
business, Jordan.
things.
Mind your business, Jordan.
what is Jordan?
Mind your business,
You
Jordan.
get like half of those things
Jordan,
free
mind
with
your
their like
business,
phone
Jordan.
bill or
Mind
something.
your business, Jordan.
What you say, Jordan?
Mind your business, Jordan.
Mom, come on. What you say, Jordan?
You should have just stopped at Netflix and we would have been happy, you know?
Yeah. I was like, you got yeah. Once she said Paramount Plus, I'm like, wait, what?
You're like, whoa,
Okay,
whoa, whoa,
I
whoa, whoa,
don't
whoa.
pay for Netflix. I don't pay for Paramount Plus. I don't. Well, no, wait. I don't pay for Paramount Plus. I don't pay. Wait. I don't
You
pay
do
for
pay for
Netflix.
Netflix, but you got a free year.
Right. I got Netflix for a year free.
How'd you get Netflix for a year free?
I got Hulu just free. I got Disney Plus just free.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah.
But in order to
Nah.
get the Netflix free for a year, I had to get Paramount Plus, which was $8. So I had to pay for the
Okay.
Paramount Plus so that I get Netflix free. And Netflix is $20, so it was basically free.
I wonder
Yeah.
how this is going to end for the streaming services because there's no way it's going to be like this for forever where they're like $8 each one.
Especially if you get deals like I'm getting where you're not even paying.
Yeah. It's like
Like,
there's
I
no
got
way they can
Four
recoup.
channels. I got 4 channels, and between those 4, only one of them I pay for, which is Paramount Plus, which is $8. But I don't even pay it because I had to pay for the year, so I only have that. But it's all on my Verizon cell phone plan. When I switched plan, because I had the same plan for like 20 years, I changed, and it gave me all this free shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you change it
But
like
my
Disney
bill
Plus for
never.
like
But
6
my bill
months.
no, for the life. I don't have. It doesn't. It's not for 6 months.
What?
No, I don't have to ever pay. As long as I don't change, I have Hulu for life. I have what's the other one for life?
Yeah, that deal's off. That deal doesn't exist anymore.
Right. Plus I
Disney.
got right. But the thing about it is when I got it, the deal was ending like that day or the next. I just happened to be getting it. And I
Yeah.
kept thinking there's a catch. Then I got free. I got a month of international or 2 months of international plans. So it land when I went to Africa, I didn't pay to make calls if I was going to make them.
Oh wow.
Like for some
It all
reason,
it all lined up.
ducks were lining up, and I kept thinking, there's a catch. And I kept saying, put it, I kept typing it, like, are you sure? Like this, because I thought once I get out, they're gonna throw something else at me. But
Yeah.
but now it's been 3 months and the bill has not changed. It didn't change.
That
I'm
is interesting.
thoroughly surprised. Because unlike the rest of the world, I did not have unlimited talk.
Yeah, that's very recent. That my plan, very very recent. Like this year, not this year, like last year. It might have been even this year.
I didn't
Whenever
have
we got my
unlimited,
mom's phone to change.
unless you were talking to somebody who had Verizon, it didn't count. But if I talked to anybody else, it took up my minutes.
Yeah,
So I've
the
rarely
minutes, and then we didn't have unlimited data. We didn't have any of that.
No, I did have unlimited data.
Oh
And that's
nah,
what I didn't.
we was doing that too. We doing that eight gigs in a family
No.
nonsense.
No,
And
I had
Kevin will run through it the first 2 days.
I've had unlimited data for at least 10 years, and I use 50 gigs a month. So
Yeah, I
Verizon
use
never,
a lot.
yeah,
I use a
Verizon never cut me.
lot.
And that's why I didn't want to give it up, because even though the other plan said unlimited, I think they were fake unlimited. Like they weren't, they would say it, but they would pull you back. But no, that's why
Yeah, like yeah.
that's why and plus I had a because I had if you work for Quest, you had a 20% off your bill every month.
Mm-hmm.
So I stuck with them. But now I can't complain about this bill. Now I feel like, because before, if I was on hold, I'm like, you're just running up my bill. I mean, I never had to pay extra, but I couldn't just be on hold for an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because you would be on hold for an hour, especially nowadays. You'd be on hold for a long time. No, what I think is going to happen with the whole like all these subscriptions. I literally think there's going to come a point where like we're going to see a cable S thing again, where it's like all these programs are in like one thing, and you just pay a flat subscription fee.
Yeah,
Like I literally think that's going to like
yeah, full
eventually.
circle. It's going to go full because it kind of does.
Yeah.
now.
How, though?
There are a couple of plans out there now that group them together.
Exactly. So
All right,
yeah.
so-
So what started off was like Disney Plus. They knew that like they couldn't just get everything at once. So it was like if you get Hulu, like if you had Hulu, then you can get Disney Plus for 3 months, and then like after the 3 months, you know, you're already in it. You just take it out of
Right.
your paycheck. You know, and it is what it is. Paramount Plus is the same exact thing. So I think like we're seeing these new like streaming services. And a lot of them like kind of make it and flop and kind of do. Somebody's gonna get some crazy deal where it's like, I want to do this for the next 5 years. You know what I mean? And then they're gonna try and get another one and then combine them into two. And then it's just gonna keep going that way. It's like, hey, we have the ultimate streaming package. You get all these things for a low cost of $50 a month. Where if you had it separate, it'd be like $80. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, I get that. And it would just
I
go
mean,
through the
like,
cycle.
Like which services do people even like use though?
So here's the thing. I feel like
Because
I
like you
feel
can
like-
you can bundle Paramount, Peacock, and Disney, and it's like I'm not buying that crap.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
like,
but
they
like
don't
here's
really
the-
even
No, they're
make-
always
they
gonna
don't
no,
make-
Jordan. They're always gonna learn something good with the crappy stuff.
with the crap. Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because all you have to do is be surfing and you got the crappy stuff, and then you find a show that you like, and then you're in.
The problem,
Mhm.
they don't make good original content. Like none of these services. Like I'd say the only one that really only companies that do it like that make good like original content would be
Or premium
Netflix.
channels. Or premium
Netflix
channels.
makes it. HBO makes like actual stuff that like you might
Premium-
actually want to keep your HBO channel.
No, but premium channels, like if you have premium cable before, if you watch Stars always had something. Showtime had stuff. Like the premium channels always they can hold their own. Basically Netflix and HBO are kings. Everybody.
I
else
mean, it's
was
real.
rolling.
Amazon gets some every now and then.
Yeah, but they're
Uh,
not like Netflix and HBO. No one can touch Netflix, and no one can touch HBO. Like they are the reigning.
The thing
kings.
is,
Everything else is secondary.
well, are you muted or something, Khalil?
We
I can't hear you.
Maybe we don't want to hear you. Or we
Can you hear me now?
language now.
Yes.
That was weird. Okay. My earphones muted me for some odd reason.
I was
Well,
Yeah, I agree. Like
Money-
Netflix
you
and
got dark
Hulu,
roles,
they're
man.
like
They can't
they're
just see.
kings. And I feel like that they both kind of respect each other's lane. Like, yeah, like something could be going on at the same time, but it's like
Dark money.
here's a movie and then here's a series. You know what I mean? And then
I
there'll
don't know
be
what
like this
you
dry period.
Monty,
Yeah,
you're too
it's-
dark.
You mean
Yeah,
wait. You're saying
Hold
Netflix
on
and
a minute,
Hulu?
Jordan, hold on. Oh, that's better, Monty. Thank you.
Yeah, it's way better.
Yeah, because you're too dark to be in the dark like that.
I don't think anyone could touch the Disney Plus too.
You
No.
don't think what? I can't hear you.
No, they're not there.
Disney
They're not
Plus.
there yet. They're not there yet.
You
For-
know what-
I'll say right
I
now.
can't hear him. What, Monty?
I don't think anyone could touch Disney Plus either.
Money.
No,
How
no,
often?
no.
How often do you
They're
use
not
Disney
kids.
Plus?
Hold on.
How
Hold on.
often do you use
Kids
Disney
don't
Plus?
need Disney
Hold on.
Plus.
They're not on the same level as Netflix.
They're not
HBO,
even on the same planet.
But
Money.
Disney Plus has their niche that you can't really compete with.
But
No.
Monty, you're too Monty. Can you get near the microphone?
Is it?
I
Yeah,
think
we
you're
can't
fine,
really
but-
hear you.
You're very low.
I
You're
hear
very low.
whatever.
I'm not
Go
sure
ahead.
why.
Now he's whispering. I can't
Yeah,
hear.
yeah. I literally didn't hear a single thing he said right there.
We got different
Okay.
experiences.
I
No,
think
he's-
so.
He's saying, man,
Here's the thing with
I-
Disney.
I'm saying
Mike, you're talking like someone who talked before Disney Plus came out. Like in theory, Disney Plus should rule the world, but they
Right.
haven't been
I'm
doing
not
it.
saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Disney Plus has their lane, and you can't compete with their lane. Even
No,
though
no.
hold on. Even though Disney Plus can't compete with Netflix and like HBO.
Monty, you got to do something about your sound. Like I can hear you now, but it's very low. So if I was watching us, I would say I can't hear that guy. There's nothing worse when I'm listening to something on YouTube and then somebody's talking really low. Like there is a conversation. I'm like, what did that guy say? There's
You talking
always
about
one.
my dude from the Daily Wire?
Yeah, there's always
Yeah.
one. And if I turn it up,
Yeah.
the others are yelling in my ear. And I'm like, oh. Andrew Clavin, Jordan.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he get on. I couldn't listen to it when it
He's
was.
good. I like listening to him.
I
He's
can't.
good.
He talks too low. I can't.
But what the heck?
You know, it's
I was
funny
gonna
that
say
it's-
something.
Yeah, look, I don't agree with Disney. And here's-
I'm sorry, Khalil. I
here's the
wanted to
thing.
hear what Monty was saying.
Okay,
Is that
Better.
that's better,
Is a lot better.
Not a lot, but it's better.
but it's better.
It's not exactly the same to me.
Okay, so is it better? Am I talking?
Yeah.
Talk?
Yeah, you can talk.
It's go ahead. Yeah.
All right. What I'm trying to say is that Disney Plus has its own lane that you can't compete with other streaming services cannot compete.
What is its own lane?
Even though Netflix, HBO overall is better. Netflix
Define the own lane.
Disney
Let me finish.
Plus has its own. Disney Plus is Disney. Everyone loves Disney. And Disney has Marvel, and Disney has Star Wars. There's still a huge fan base out of those three things.
But you know what, Monty?
I'm gonna let you finish.
Disney would be okay if they did like they did before. Just pay Netflix to put their stuff out there. Because you have people who won't buy it just for that. But people will subscribe knowing that Disney's on Netflix. People did subscribe knowing that NBC was on there. The Office, that was their number one watch thing on Netflix. The Office. But then NBC pulled it. NBC probably made way more money going to Netflix than it did try to stream its own. So even though Disney is good, you may not want to buy it unless you have children.
Yeah,
I agree on that.
The thing about it, Disney has they do have like almost like a monopoly on the general or like family entertainment market, right?
Okay.
But the problem is they're not making good stuff. So they like if you talk about those series that you're talking about, like Marvel or Star Wars, it's like every time they make a new Marvel show or a Marvel movie or a Disney movie or whatever, it's like they're not doing as well as they did like 3 years ago. Like they were doing better, and they're like kind of getting like progressively worse, and they're not getting enough people on their platform because there's nothing that anybody hears like, oh, this is on Disney Plus and it's really good, because they're not making any new good shows. You know, it's like if they actually made some good crap, then you know you'd be able to say what you're saying. But they're not making good stuff. You know, so I mean, we'll just have
If I can add on to that, I agree with Jordan. Although the Mandalorian, I think people are like loving it. The thing is that like Disney kind of became DreamWorks in the fact that like they're double dipping the chip, where it's like we got Shrek and Shrek 2, but now you got the 15th Shrek. You get all the, you know, like they're pouring into Star Wars and Marvel,
Right.
and it's like we're people are done and tired with that flavor, and we want something new. And like Jordan said, they can't make new stuff. But not just that, I see,
and they age out.
and they age out exactly because
What do you mean the way?
yes, you have series where it's like it's only popular at that time, but people like you got people like me where it's like I heard great things about The Sopranos. Let me go back, look at The Office. The Office came out way longer before it came out on Netflix. I'm watching King of the Hill right now, and it's a fantastic show. But like you've already seen like a lot of what Disney has, you've already seen it in
You've
theaters
already seen.
or got it. So now it's just pure nostalgia factor. Now,
Yep.
that can still bring people in, which is funny because I watched Tarzan with me and my 3 other friends on Saturday. But like,
Can't keep
it's
them.
like a one and done thing. But at the
Right.
Yeah.
same time, I think like their biggest.
It's enough to get on to log in someone's account, but not pay.
Yes,
for
but not, yeah. I ain't paying for it. Like it's fame. It's one person's paying for it, taking that hit, and everybody's
Yeah.
sharing at it. And they can lock it down to 4 people. They can lock it down to 2 people at a time. It's like, do I really? I don't really need to be watching Toy Story because I've seen it 1,000 times. You know what I mean? I just wanted to see that one scene or the one song or something crazy like
Yeah.
that. But
They
at the
have
same
no
time, it's like
must watch.
Disney's big stuff. They're still it's more like they're not going to be in the movie. So like they're kind of defeating themselves. Like if they made a brand new Star Wars movie, it's going to go in theaters. Most people are going to watch it in theaters, and there's no need for me to pay for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So
Well-
they're kind of in competition with themselves.
It's like,
It is
yeah, they
only
have-
convenient for the consumer if they bundle it. Otherwise, it's a waste of effort.
Yeah, because when I say he age out money, because you were asking about that, I'm not saying you got too old for things. I mean, like, you may still like it, but as you age, enough time goes by that you don't need to see it every day. Like, because there's other things that are out there for you. You start picking up other things. So
Yeah.
at one point when it comes out and it's your thing, but you don't hold on to it, your thing daily. So you like at some point, especially if your money starts getting thin, you're like, who's going to get dropped first? If your money's getting thin and you got all these channels, who can go? Disney can go. It can go because you've seen everything. Nothing new is coming down the pike. Like Khalil said, it's going to be a movie. So some of them you're just going to let go, and you might go in 1 month if something comes out and then jump back out again. But you're not paying for 12 months for it.
Like it's all about their new crap. And if you just look at like I know you guys probably don't know because like Disney has released a few like movies on like Disney Plus, just like original movies
Soul
or
and
whatever.
stuff. Yeah.
Like the last crap I saw was like Zootopia, which was like 8 years ago or some ridiculous crap. But they released a bunch of movies, and like I don't know, like the last like 5 movies have lost money. Like they don't make their money anymore because nobody's watching their crap because they're not making good stuff. If they just made some new good stuff, everyone would be on there.
Instead of them making just a story and a good jingle, no, they're trying to force a story. It's not organic. It's just trying to force certain things, and they can even have it in there, but they don't need to have it in everything they do. You can throw one here, throw a little there, because if you give it to people in pieces, they'll absorb it. But if you throw it all at once, nobody wants anything all at once.
They can hear you laughing. Yeah, I agree.
Khalil
Plus,
froze.
also like,
Did you see him freeze? You guys
Who,
didn't
me?
see him?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah,
Yeah, like you froze, Khalil, and then you were on the other side of the screen. It's like you didn't move.
Oh.
Like when you came back,
I also feel like 'cause, the environment matters too. Like when I'm seeing something, like if I'm like when I'm seeing new Disney, I most likely will rather see it in the theaters because that's what I'm used to, as opposed to like I'm seeing new TV. I get the whole ensemble. Like, oh, there's this new show. People are talking about it. I'm gonna get on the couch. Nobody's gonna be home. It's gonna be at this time, and I got time for myself to watch it. Like I'm not doing that with a Disney movie. It's not the same thing. It's like this whole ritual that doesn't work at my couch as opposed to going out with somebody or people.
I don't know
This
about
is me
that.
though. I know there's
I
very
think that's
specific.
something
That's me.
I don't know. I think that's something that you think, but if Disney were to actually come out with something good and you actually heard about it, you would just watch it.
I don't know. It's like not that. I'll put it this way. I feel like there are 3 movies that they put out on like their originals, I think they would have done slightly better in the movie theaters. And maybe they would not have made as much money, but I think more people would have viewed it.
Body.
And with that respect, like then when you poured it over, you would have had better reviews or whatever, and so then people want to watch it.
I
As
think
if
the
it's doing that to
opposite.
begin with.
I think the
Oh, no,
opposite.
'cause,
I think less people would have viewed it because like you're really targeting people that already kind of have Disney Plus, and you're just gonna make it. You're gonna put it on your front page and just say, "Oh, we came out with a new movie." And the reason why they're putting these movies straight on Disney Plus is because like they don't want to spend like the marketing budget and stuff to actually market this big movie or whatever in the theaters, and they know that nobody's gonna watch it anyway, or not nobody, but like they're not gonna get like a ton of people in to watch this movie. Like if Frozen 3, when Frozen 3 comes out, you know it's gonna be in the theaters, like 100%. They'll spend all the marketing and crap, like that's fine because they know they're gonna make their money back. But like they know these movies that they're putting on Disney Plus, like they're not. That's not gonna work.
But I see what you mean, but like if that keeps happening, then won't just like movies that are, we'll say, movie theater worthy will just stop going on the movie, like stop showing up in the movie theaters?
Wait, what?
Like for example, like The Rescuers, I don't think ever went to the movie theaters. I think that just went straight to VHS, DVD, all that crap. Like,
Okay.
you can kind of get a gauge of how many people will get on it, yada yada yada. But I feel like more like theater movies will be shown in like Disney Plus instead of in the theaters. Because if there's one thing that Disney has that a lot of other movies or whatever like don't have, they have that like that second source of income when it comes to like DVDs and merchandise and like even like watching it on stream. You know what I mean? Like you put out a movie and even if it didn't do like that good, you have that niche where when it goes on to Disney Plus, we'll say, all their little friends like, oh, let's watch this movie. All it was bad. And it's like, oh, it's really good. You know what I mean? Or it's like they enjoyed it, as opposed to it just going on there and you got one kid. You know what I mean? Like, because like once something is on, I feel like once something hits a streaming service, or if it like originates on there, you've got a very brief window to for its longevity. It's either got to be good from the jump, like Squid Game, and now people was waiting for season 2, or like it does like okay, and you lose that spark after like 2 or 3 weeks, and you never hear about it again. You know what I mean? Like there is a graveyard.
I think that's more true for movies. That's more true for movies than it is for TV shows, because I think as a streaming service, I think their primary thing should be TV shows, right? I think so.
Yeah.
Like they specialize in that.
Yeah, it should be like series, even if it's just 6
because
episodes.
A movie can be one and done, and it takes too long for the sequel to come out. But a series, you
have people talking about it for weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
you get caught up
that's
in
how,
the
movies can get lost in like the whole. I see that, but I mean,
get lost.
No, I think the problem with TV shows is that I think it's just as hard to make a good TV show than a great movie. Or at least the way I see it. All right, so the movie is like high risk, high reward, but the TV show is more it's more a safe approach, but you probably don't get as much money as a movie. Obviously, not all TV shows, like Game of Thrones is a big one, but I think I guess what you're trying to say is that you made the point where like you should focus on TV shows. I'm not sure.
I'm not saying they should just focus on TV shows
or primarily on TV shows. I think movies.
No, he just said that's their bread and butter. It should be.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that should be bread and butter. I think it should be pretty much equally.
It's just the format that people like to watch the movies or the shows in. It's like people like watching TV shows on a TV, like a regular size TV, and people like watching movies in the movie theater
on the screen, right?
It's like, or like in a dark room, like they like to get ready and stuff like that for a movie. So it's just like that's just how it is, which is that's fine. You know, if like I'm saying, if I built my streaming service and we had a budget and we're trying to make movies and TV shows, I'd have 80% of the budget go to TV shows and the rest, the 20% go to movies, because I know that
Yeah, I agree.
the TV
I
shows are
agree.
more important. Yeah,
And
Yeah, because especially with
the movie is a bigger gamble, because how many times has there been supposed to have been a blockbuster and it didn't
I mean,
make
it's
money?
technically not a bigger gamble. Technically not, because you can
No,
just
it is,
build it
because you
with the
invest
same
more
budget
money.
that you would use a TV show for.
Well, then it's not going to be as good, because the movie
It'd just be a 2-hour long thing, you know. It doesn't have to be like CGI. Or,
TV shows, no, because TV shows stay on location. Movies need more going on, bigger set.
I'll say, good thing about TV shows, you can at least like monitor how the show's going by each episode. So it's probably easier to
to drop it if it's bad.
It's probably easier to monitor.
wait, what do you mean?
If episode 1, 2 come out, right, and you see, you have the ratings, you see the ratings, like you see,
But you already made the rest of the show.
you can make adjustments throughout, like maybe not the 4th season, but somewhere like the 7th, not the 4th episode, but maybe the 7th episode.
It kind of depends on like your format. So some shows are built like that, where like they have like a pilot and then they just kind of make it sort of later, sort of. But some shows they're already just made, like the high production ones, because like they have sets and crap, like they have to pay people and stuff. They can't just change crap out of nowhere.
I mean,
Yeah, and the story's like already fleshed out and whatnot. But I think that like that's the good, like that's the consistency of a series. Like if the first 2 or 3 episodes are good, for the most part, except for maybe like the finale or like semi-finale, like the show is going to be that level of good the entire way through, because it's like it's like the same process. You know what I mean?
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's safer or better, but it's like you can like if you found something that's good, for most of that show it's going to be really good, unless some dramatic changes and people don't like it, or you just have a bad ending. But even bad endings can be recovered so long as you make a second season and it's like it keeps to the same consistency as the first season. You just change little things here and there.
You can have a bad ending if the first part of the show was good, I guess, sort of, kind of.
You can also have a great ending, and it can bring people. It could like bring people.
Ain't nobody. You're not gonna be able to. Well, I mean, if it's like not like that good, and then you have a great ending, nobody got there.
Yeah, I get that, but a great ending can increase like an average show in a sense.
Okay.
Because it's like, it was a little dry and whatnot, but that ending was great. Because I feel like, especially now, like more and more people will watch a show and drop it until like at the end of the season. Like we were talking about that. I was like, yeah, I was the show. Yeah, I didn't like it. I watched the whole first season, and like I stopped watching it. And then literally, I forget what show my friend was talking about. It's like, yeah, I saw the show. It was okay, but the ending was crazy. The last 2 episodes were crazy. I'm excited for season 2 because if they keep it like that, so it's like you can kind of play that game.
Just because they like changed the way shows are like formatted. So like instead of the shows being like episodic, like something like like Avatar or something, they're like one long movie almost, where everything's just leading to the season finale. Right? I think The Walking Dead had this problem like real bad, where you're just basically like waiting for the finale or even the mid-season finale, because nothing's gonna like conclude itself. You just got a bunch of cliffhangers and all this crap, and it's just like so annoying.
Yeah, Malsa's like that too.
Yeah, some shows are good. Some shows like they do it well, but like it'd be nice if they could conclude some stories in some episodes.
Guys, you got something? This is a personal question. Will you rather be? I mean, you're actually a character in a show or a movie?
Would I rather be a character in a show or in a movie? Why would I choose one or the other?
Right. I don't know. I just thought.
Do you have a preference, Monty?
I'd rather be in a
If
movie.
it's a comedy, a show. If it's action or something else, a movie.
Yeah,
Comedy, I'm
if it's a
going with a
comedy
show.
and show is
'Cause
that is the best
I
answer.
want to go back out there again.
Yeah,
But
that's the best answer I've
something else,
heard.
then- yeah.
I'm so confused. Why anyone would choose one or the other?
Well, if it's a
Nah,
comedy, I'm
just
going to
like
go back at it again.
yeah,
Because we
I'm
can
in
do
there.
something different next week. But if it's the action or drama, I'm going to go with a movie.
If it's
Yeah.
serious, it's definitely a movie.
You said if it's serious, it's a movie.
Yeah, if it's very serious, yeah, it's definitely a movie.
Yeah, if it's serious, a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's comedy, I want a
No,
show.
I'm a
100%.
character, or
You're a
I'm not an
character.
actor. I'm not an actor. I'm a character.
But when you're acting, you are a character.
So I'm an actor.
No, there's two very different things. There's two very different things. If I was a character, like if I
And
was an
a
actor,
character is probably more of a show.
It's more of
And
an
Yeah.
abstract
probably more
question
of a
if it's a
movie.
character.
yeah, exactly. Like for that, I'd rather be in.
Wait, what? You're a character.
You
but you're
made the
still in the
prompt.
movie. You're still a character.
Monty,
Nah, because
is your
like,
question? Is your question? Would I rather be if I was an actor? Would I rather be in
Yes.
a TV show or in a movie?
Yes,
Or
that's
is
the
your question if I were a character? Would I rather be a character from a TV show or from a
Oh,
movie or
right.
something? Or
I'm saying if
like,
you're an actor. I'm saying that's the question.
okay, actor. Okay.
that still depends on the genre.
TV
Personally.
show would be good because even if you're like kind of a side character, you can get your time to shine. While in the movie, like you might just have like a couple lines and that's it. Like that's all you got.
I'm choosing. To me, it depends on the genre. Like if it's like something serious, a movie, because like I can move on to things. Because the one thing that I like as a person wouldn't like, I would not like to be like, as an actor, I wouldn't want to be
He said,
the
"I as a
character
person."
in a
Is he
sense.
is he something else besides a
Yeah.
person? I don't know.
I as a
turtle.
cactus,
For me, as a turtle, but as a
cactus
person,
turtle.
I'm gonna do this. But as a
Yeah.
turtle,
Yeah, because like, trying to think. Like if you see, there's so many things. Like I feel like if you're in a movie and you do multiple movies, you're not that character.
Right.
But if you're in a show and you're in the show for so long, like
You're the same.
Steve Carell is Michael from The
Yeah.
Office. You know, I don't want that. I don't want that.
And
Yeah.
Like
the problem
Like
is
the act-
sometimes
like the
they're
actor of Jon Snow is Jon Snow. He's
Yeah,
not, and like
because
and like you.
if they're too good,
This is assuming you're the lead.
Yeah, if they're too good or if the show's too successful, it is very hard to put yourself to like get yourself in another like acting position. Now you can be set for life with that, but you might be unsatisfied where it's like I want to do something else. It's like nah, man. Like you've been in Game of Thrones. Like look at whoever Daenerys was. She tried to be in like 3 different shows, and I heard nothing about them. They even nothing. Like she
Yeah.
is stuck in that. She is stuck as that character for the rest of time.
No, I don't think so. Because she did stuff before that I've seen, and she was young enough that she can move on.
Plus, everybody wants to forget those last few seasons, so we're fine with forgetting that she was Daenerys.
I don't know, man.
That freaking crap.
I don't know.
You know,
The problem is if she's
You gotta
still,
die.
if she's still doing interviews. See, when you're still doing interviews and you keep talking about it, then you stay in people's head. So you either have to
You're
do
assuming,
interviews-
but that's like the hardcore fans. Ain't nobody watching no Game of Thrones interviews these days.
No, I'm not saying to watching a Game of Thrones interview. I'm saying
Like
if
she's just doing
interviewed,
interviews.
right?
Yeah.
They may keep throwing
so
those
If
questions.
she
at
mentions it,
her. Like, because they may ask her about
She doesn't. They will mention it.
right. So if they
The
keep
host.
throwing it at her, they won't let it go. Like
like you know, Will Smith.
talk about new projects.
Will
You know that
Smith
guy,
is an
Will Smith?
anomaly.
You
Will
ever hear
Smith
about
is a
that guy?
totally different. Will Smith and
No, no,
Martin
no.
Lawrence are 2 totally different people.
I'm not saying. I'm saying. Well, he was supposed to be in Rush Hour, right? But he like rejected it. He rejected being the Rush Hour. Like he's basically supposed to be Chris Tucker in Rush Hour. But yeah, he rejected it because he didn't want to be in another. He didn't want to be known as like another like just the cop movie guy. You know?
Oh, right, because he did Men in Black,
Yeah, he was in Men in Black and Bad Boys, I guess.
Bad
or
Boys,
something.
right?
Like, yeah, it's just like that was his thing at that point. So he was just
Which
like,
was that was pretty smart. I mean, and Chris Tucker
That was smarter.
I think Chris Tucker would have been better anyway. I think Will could have pulled it off too because he's
Will.
silly in
Yeah.
that way. But I think Chris Tucker was good because the way
he was the
always just
third
goes up
choice, I
Michael
believe.
Jackson.
The third? Who's
What?
really the third?
Yeah, Martin was the second choice. I
Martin
believe.
Lawrence was the second.
Oh,
He was the third choice. Chris Tucker.
Martin would have been good.
Martin would
Martin would have been, Martin would have been really
They
good.
both, you
See,
know,
and
like
that
all three
was
of them could have done it.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. I feel like Martin as like a movie actor, like he's like the black cop.
Yeah,
He did a lot of cop movies. A lot.
yeah, that's what I picture him too.
I'm glad Chris Tucker took it.
Okay, hold on. When you said a lot, what did he do? That was a lot of cop movies.
One of them was Bad Boys.
He was Bad Boys. He was in
Okay,
multiple
but
Bad
what do you
Boys.
know?
He was in
He said-
National
he said a
Security.
lot.
He was in Blue Street.
Okay, but
I forgot about Blue Street. That movie was funny. Oh man,
Blue Street is funny, man. That's my movie.
that's a yeah. I forgot that existed. That's a
That's good.
great movie.
Great movie. See, I always like Martin Lawrence movies. His stand-up was always stupid and boring.
Yeah,
But
he
his
sucked.
movies, he was just funny. He was a funny, silly guy. Like
He needs context.
he was before Kevin Hart, like that kind. Like he was just a
Yeah.
funny guy. Like he's a leading guy by accident.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not because he's a macho guy.
He was a cop in he was a cop in Big Mama. I didn't realize that. I really don't.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was.
a cop. Yeah.
He's just
In
a
Big
cop.
Mama?
Yeah.
Oh
He's either
yeah,
fighting or he's a
I
cop. Like
forgot about that.
yeah.
yeah. He
Like the
was
one he went
definitely
back
the
in
cop guy.
history and he was like the Black Knight or something in the end. Like even that he's always
Yeah.
fighting or something.
He was a cop.
He was
Like, he
definitely
found-
just a
he
black
found a
cop
state-
guy.
Yeah, he
Of
was the
all
black cop.
movies, of all those movies he did, he probably knows so much about just being a cop, just like the laws and everything.
You
Just like,
probably don't know
Yeah.
nothing about being a cop. You
I don't know.
nothing
I don't know.
about
He must have
being a
learned
cop.
certain things. It's like I
He's
know it's a
better.
movie, though, but I'm pretty sure they got actual cops there to teach him certain things.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I guess Will Smith won in the end, right? He's got it. I mean, the problem is like his last, like,
No, he won, but I don't know about in the end because his stuff ain't.
yeah, I know.
he
The
hasn't
last like
had a
10
hit in a
years.
while. I'm not even just talking about his wife. He hasn't even had a hit in a long time.
Yeah, but I think like
He's still working off his name. That people still give some stuff because of his name, but he hasn't knocked one out the box in a like. I don't even. What was
Since
his
the
last?
2000s.
Yeah, what was the last one?
After
I'm a Legend.
no. I'm gonna say
After?
I'm Legend. I'm gonna say I'm Legend. I can't think of anything after that. Like, that
I
was-
Am Legend was excellent, but I can't
Yeah.
think of.
I can't think of anything after that. I'm Legend was like 2012.
Like he was in Muhammad Ali. No, I get all that, but what was the one that we all like? Yeah, that was it.
It's crazy because he had
Men in
so
Black.
many like really good
Yeah.
ones,
Yeah, man. What?
like iRobot and Men in Black.
I
and
Robot,
crap.
he was good. Men in Black, I love him in Men in Black.
Yeah, he was great in Men in Black. I think Men in Black is like
His
that
magnum
was
opus.
like
Independence Day.
He was in Independence Day, and you know how he
and
got
he was
the-
And it's
great.
funny
in
'cause he's a
Independence
cop.
Day. Like
Yeah,
he was
but
such
you
a
know how
great
he
side
got the role
character.
Independence Day, because Steven Spielberg came to him. Steven Spielberg, he said, I got a phone call from Steven, and I was like, Steven Spielberg. He's like, yeah, Steven Spielberg wanted me to go see him. So he went to go see him. He said, I got a movie I want you to get in. And can you?
Wow.
He said, well, yeah, it's Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So that's
actually.
how he got that
I would
role.
have never seen that movie to
said
completion.
no to you.
I mean, I thought it was an okay movie. It was cool. It was cute. It's 4th of July movie. Yeah.
But
It's
he
not-
made it. He
You
made
only want to
that
see it when
movie.
you want to feel patriotic. I get it. Any other time, it wasn't.
Yeah.
A little
What's
sour.
the best Alien movie? What's the best movie that involves aliens?
Yeah,
Alien.
Alien.
You
The
can't
best
say
Alien
it's
movie was Alien.
Star Wars. Is Star Wars
No,
the
there's
best
All
one?
three of them.
There's a lot of
Well,
good alien movies. There's a
Star
lot
Wars
of good
one, though.
alien movies. Like there's
Empire Strikes Back.
no, you can't really call the alien movie because they're
How
all
is it
aliens.
not an alien
Yeah, but
movie?
they're all aliens.
Yeah, just not really.
They're all aliens.
Wow.
Predator, great
Oh,
alien.
Predator, yeah. The second Predator
Predator is
was so good.
excellent. There's one that you guys
How about
probably never
Alien?
saw.
How about Alien?
It's called
That
The
was
Thing.
what we started with, Monty.
Oh, the thing. Actually, the thing.
That was the first thing they said.
The Thing. The Thing is in fact it was done in 1982. To me, it still stands the test of time. I could watch
It
it
was
today
good.
and be like, like everything about it is such a good movie. You ever
You know-
hear of it? The Thing?
Yeah, I heard.
You see, you Jordan, The Thing?
I mean, I haven't seen it.
You heard of it?
Obviously, yeah, I've heard of it because I live in a house with you.
Oh,
I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying this is on the list.
He said because I. The Thing is such a good. It's a well written movie. It's a well acted movie. Even the alien, everything about it. The guys. It's only like 8 guys, and they look like at some point. Yeah, I'm scared as shit. Like there's something out here. Like it's such a good movie, and not only that, they did a remake or kind of they did.
Yeah, they
one.
did.
I was talking to some guy at work, and I was telling him it's not bad. Like normally I don't like them, but it's more like a prequel, and it was okay. And they made the lead a girl, but I was okay with that too, because it almost made sense. Like for some reason, someone figured out the perfect prequel, and it was pretty good. But it's still
Yeah.
not as good as The Thing. Like The Thing was, to me, that's probably Kurt Russell's best movie. The Thing.
Now it's not my favorite alien movie, but it's probably the only few alien movies I could watch.
E.T. E.T.
No, E.T. No. It's what's it called? Prometheus.
Oh,
Oh, that was a prequel to
that movie-
to
that movie
Aliens.
gets a lot of hate.
I mean, the Predator. Sorry.
That ain't better than Predator, Monty.
That movie
Nah, it's
is.
not.
All I remember is that whole abortion scene.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was a crazy scene.
That crap is
That was
nasty.
ridiculous.
And what actually hooked me to it is actually the soundtrack and the trailer. It's so intense. Like the trailer is so intense.
Yeah, there's like suspenseful stuff with
I know.
like, and like you don't see the aliens like all that much. That's a good one. And like another one on that list, like you only see the alien for like 2 seconds. Not even the whole thing was Signs. That was one Mel Gibson. I
heard about it.
That was you know what? That was a good movie.
Is that alien movie though? It's not really
Yeah, because it's about an alien.
It's about an alien. Yeah.
more like a horror. It's more like a horror suspense movie.
It's a
not really
suspense
hard.
thing.
It's more
Like you never really see the alien in the
You
end.
don't see
It
it
was
to the
just,
end.
yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, that's an alien. That's a good
But
alien.
I did enjoy like the ending and how like the mom was kind of
Oh,
a
yeah,
prophet
how-
in the
yeah.
end, or it's like,
She said
yeah,
swing.
you swing. Like, you can keep your cups everywhere, and then
Yeah.
like because the kid had asthma, that's what
Yeah.
kept them alive.
Yeah.
You
You ever see Edge of Tomorrow?
No, I never heard of it.
I've heard of it. I don't know if I've seen it. Which one
Nobody
was
saw
that?
Edge of Tomorrow? That's crazy.
What was that one?
That's Tom Cruise, I believe, is the main guy in that one. It's like it's like an
That's like
alien movie. It's kind of like post-apocalyptic. They're fighting the aliens, and what happens is like it's kind of like Groundhog Day, and it's like the same day every day. Yeah, every time he dies, he just gets brought back to life, and he has to figure out how to take down the aliens, basically. And
Never heard of it.
it's
Yeah,
a cool
I saw-
movie.
I
You
saw
should
that
watch
one.
it.
I
Yeah.
never heard of that.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh, you saw it, Khalil?
I think I saw it with you the first time.
No, there's no way you saw it with me.
Well,
saw
I've
that movie
seen
by
that
myself.
movie twice. I've seen it twice. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
like yeah. It's a good alien movie.
Does anybody have a favorite actor?
No.
Me either. I just like a good movie that's act well. I don't have an actor that I think,
Me,
I had
I like
actors that like I'll kind
what's
of
his name?
follow.
What's his name?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, my man. I think he's a good actor. I'll say he's not my favorite, but I would say he's a good actor, even though he kind of almost always does the same thing. What's my man, Jordan?
Oh yeah,
Denzel
yeah.
Washington.
I don't know what his name is, but
William
He's-
Dafoe.
Wait,
No.
because he has a sister, Jason Bateman.
Oh,
yeah,
He's
excellent.
I'm not sure who that
He's
is.
excellent.
you know who he is. If you see him, you'll
Oh,
will know.
okay.
He's the guy where shit happens to him all the time.
He's
Right.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
What movies? What movies he played?
he's in a show too.
Come on, Jason Bateman.
Forget what is the show called? I
yeah,
can't
what was
forget.
the TV show on
Ozark?
Netflix that he was in?
Arrested Development.
Yeah, Ozark.
The
Ozark.
Dozark.
Ozark.
What do you mean? Like what? Ozark, like Ozark. That
Yeah.
guy.
He is a
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's a decent actor. I feel like I put it this way. I feel like some of his early stuff was like him in comedies, and it was just really cringy. But he finally like grew out of that
Yeah.
mold.
When you say early stuff, he's been doing stuff since he was a kid. So I don't know what you mean early.
I don't know stuff I've watched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My favorite actor is Tom Hanks. He has.
I mean, he's up there. I mean, you
I'm
can't.
so
I
over
mean,
him.
I
I'm so
don't think
over
he's
him. And
acting.
he just,
nah.
You're an old man.
all fairness,
He don't
I
act.
just get annoyed when men are getting old and they keep doing shit like they not old. Like
Well, that's
somebody-
Will
You're
Smith
the
right
old
now.
people.
That's Will Smith right now.
Why can't you be the old guy?
No, but they're not playing an old person. They're old. Their wife is 30.
Like Jackie
Okay,
Chan.
even if their wife is 30, why do they always have like a 10-year-old? You're
Well,
70.
What movie are we talking about Tom Hanks?
It doesn't matter. I don't
He's not.
know.
Wait, but he's not playing no movie like that.
No.
He just did a movie like a year ago.
I just know when I look at him,
He was in
he's old,
Pinocchio.
and he keeps going out there, and I just think to myself,
Yeah.
I
Yep,
keep
yep, yep.
Great actor.
like the same as Robert De Niro, and there's so many of those great.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Robert
but they're not doing
Robert
those
De Niro plays the
dumb
old
roles.
guy. Like he has been playing the old
Yeah,
guy.
he
since-
has been
since
playing
he
the
was
old
young.
guy.
He's been playing old guy since I've been
Wait a
watching
minute,
movies.
all three of you were talking at the same time. I have no idea.
We all said the same thing.
Oh, what'd you say?
Robert De Niro has been like the grandfather in every movie. So like
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
No, he never plays the grandfather.
Yeah.
He plays the father.
No,
He
well,
might
he,
be-
The
He's
old
a
father,
grandfather now.
He's a father of like a 35-year-old.
Yeah, but
He's
he,
a
grandfather.
okay, yeah, but but he still plays like he's a tough guy. You're like 80. How are you a tough guy? You're 2 feet tall.
You can be
He's
tough.
short and he acts like because he always started out as a mob guy. How is he still the mob guy?
Why can't you be an old
My
mob
man's
guy?
old.
He's just
Yeah.
no. I get
Get out of my
so-
face.
Either. Yeah, I look.
It's
look,
like Anthony Hopkins. Anthony
No.
Hopkins like 100.
you
I
can
don't
be
know who
old.
that is.
You can be old and tough, but you can't be doing the cartwheels. Okay.
Well, he's
When you're
not.
old and tough, there's some men out there.
No, you
I
can
like
be
it.
old and tough. You can talk tough, but you can't action like you're tough. Like Bruce Willis, he's got to be in his 60s. Stop it. It's not.
No,
Listen,
he's
I don't
not.
think I've seen Bruce Willis in a
But it's not
anything in a long
believable.
time.
It's just it makes me think when you watch something. When I watch something, I don't want to think to myself that the your stunt man went in. I want to believe you did it, even though I know you didn't do it. But I'm
Alright.
thinking the stunt man just
So
did it.
every Queen Latifah movie is just out of there.
No, that's not what I said. I know there's a stunt person, but when you're old, I'm thinking I should not be thinking they just said cut so they can put the stunt man in.
All right. What about the guy that you like, Mom? He got a bald head and he does action movies. Like he has a bald head.
Jason Statham.
Oh, Jason. Yeah.
He's old. He's doing his thing.
He's good.
How old is
He's
Jason
good.
Statham? How old is he?
He's good.
Jason ain't that old.
You're not talking about Bateman.
No,
Jason
Jason
what?
Statham. Jason Statham. He's
Jason
55.
Statham.
He's 55.
He's 55 and he's doing his thing. He's almost 60.
He looks
You know
good
about
for
him?
he looks
You know
good
about
for
him?
55.
Jason Statham is so sexy.
See, look.
He looks good for 55.
Wow, what you just said, it don't matter anymore. It
That-
doesn't matter anymore now.
Okay.
That is an actor that is stuck in his
If you look at him, he looks like he's in his 40s. He's not looking like he's in his 20s. And somebody in her 40s can probably kick ass. He
He's sick,
reminds me of
Mom.
Morpheus.
He
He
did.
reminds me of Morpheus, where Morpheus was older, but he still was the trainer. He still was the teacher.
I just know he's in
so then what's your opinion of Liam Neeson?
He looks old. He's too old.
Well, like they're in the same bucket.
But he
They're in the
looks
same
it.
bucket.
How old is he?
He's definitely in his 60s.
He's in his 60s.
1952.
He's definitely in his 60s. There's no way he's not.
He's 70.
See? Come on, that's not the same thing. Me and
He's the
Jason
old guy.
Jason's slightly older than I am. Someone who's 70 is way older. Someone who's 70 could have had me at 16. You're way older than I am. And in your 70s? You're talking 70. When you start getting to, well, let me tell you something. When you
I don't like you talking about Obi-Wan like that.
once you pass 55, once you pass
He wasn't
55,
Obi-Wan.
Who was he then?
He was the older guy.
Even though Jason Statham is
Who am I thinking of then?
once you start getting past 55, you got to pull some shit back. Because even though we know you're just an actor, some stuff is just going to be ridiculous.
Liam Neeson
it's
was
a yes
in Star
and no
Wars.
for me. Like if it works, it works.
Liam Neeson was Obi-Wan.
No, he wasn't.
What, Monty?
For me,
Sometimes, Monty,
Oh,
you get
wait.
cut off because
He
you're
was
so
Qui-Gon Jinn. I'm sorry. You're right.
your sound is so low that I don't think we hear you say something.
oh no, I'm saying like it's a yes and no for me. I understand what you're saying, but and like I said, as long as you're not doing no cartwheels, I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
I think you're just talking about that dude from what's his name? From Rambo. From
Not Arsenal.
Sylvester Stallone?
Sylvester Stallone.
yeah, I think that's who you're just talking about.
No, he's
That-
different.
that's
He's different. No, he's
everything-
different. No, he's
Everything
different
of what
because-
you're saying is him. That's just what you're talking
he's
about.
Different. He's different because he actually works out. He got a
Even
buff
if
body.
he does work out, he could work out and he looks fit. But let me tell you something.
He's old,
You go
bro.
up
He can
against
beat
a
an average guy.
35-year-old guy.
He's 76.
He can beat,
80.
he can beat and fight an average guy.
No.
Yes.
He's like Trump's age.
Yes.
Yes, he can. He can. If he just walked up to a guy and he got into it, he could hold his own. Why? Because he trains and he lifts. So he has.
Yo,
He probably runs
him
too.
and Trump are the same exact
He
age.
ain't gonna have speed.
Oh, Trump.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's the same age as Trump.
Whoa!
They're both
Whoa.
76. Let me see.
Whoa. Wow.
All right.
I didn't think about wow.
Trump is older by 1 month. Okay, so he got him. All right, you got me.
Whoa.
So Sylvester.
I forgot how old he was.
Sylvester could
I
actually.
forgot how old he was. He was old as a president. That's an old president.
Yeah,
Was he the oldest president we've had? Like,
who would win in a fight? Yeah, I think he was, but Biden is now.
yeah, well, yeah. I don't count him. Like, that's obvious.
How we
No,
go from
you
like the
have to
youngest to the
keep
oldest?
because you keep going out. I don't.
I buy a new mic, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you
What
know whose
mic are you
movies I
using?
always like?
What?
I always like Ryan Gosling's movies.
Who's that? Who's that?
Now,
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
I liked him because he's not like, I like him when he's not like the main talker. He can be the main character, but he can't be like talking all the time.
he usually isn't. He's not like a big
Yeah.
talker in his movies. He just always has good movies. It's just like,
You know who I like?
you know,
Who's that guy that played in U571?
I don't
Unit
even know what you're talking
571.
U571.
I like William Dafoe. William Dafoe's a great actor.
Yeah,
I love
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I like him. Matthew McConaughey, yeah.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's good.
Very good.
He's good. He's good.
I would have to say he is an excellent actor. He's very
Yeah.
believable no matter what role he's in. I believe his character.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't see him in many movies, but every time it's great. Like I saw him in Interstellar. You guys seen Interstellar?
Yeah,
Yeah, who hasn't seen Interstellar?
I've not seen
Yeah.
Interstellar.
He's a great. He's a great actor. Like
He's a great actor.
he shows a love of the craft.
Yeah, because he's a guy that, and as good looking as he is, he doesn't play like a stud. He actually plays a serious role every time.
Yeah.
Like he's good. He's good. He's good. He's really good. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I like Jim Carrey. He's cool.
I love Jim Carrey. Everything. I love him. Everything he does. Nah, he's too good.
He's
too
another
good.
one. He's too old. He's old. Stop it.
Well, he hasn't done anything in like 30
He don't do
years.
any action movies. Why is old age a thing?
You just don't like
Jim
old
Carrey
people.
hasn't been in a
You
movie in
just
20
don't like
years.
old people.
Okay, what I was about to say, what I meant by that, Monty, is because Jim Curry did funny things, him funny and old, he can do old funny, but he can't be a 25-year-old funny. It's
He
not
don't
the
do
same.
it. He doesn't do it.
I know. That's why I'm saying don't do it. I'm just.
We're not talking about him doing it now. We're talking about like the actor when he in the movies that they played in.
She doesn't like old people. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
No,
just
I'm just
simple as
saying,
that.
like people do roles, and you can't do the same role for 40 years. You can do a new role. Like you could, like even if
That's
you were
his
a
thing,
tough
though.
guy, you could still be a tough guy, but you got to be in charge of the other tough guy. You can't be the guy who's kicking everyone's ass because you're 60. I'm not buying it.
All right, I hear you saying, but these guys you keep talking about, I don't think not many of you do that. I think
Bruce Willis still does it.
I don't think Bruce Willis has done a movie that has 15 years.
No, that's not true. I don't believe that. No,
That's
I gotta
it.
look that up. This is why we got Google.
So then what about like Jeff Goldblum?
Bruce Willis
I mean,
movies.
Look,
he was in Assassin 2023.
Right, let's see.
Assassin.
Assassin. Now we gotta know what he was doing in that movie.
It
Yeah,
says
you're right.
assassin.
That don't mean he's the
That
assassin.
means the assassin.
That don't mean he's getting down and killing
Right?
people.
No, right.
He might
Oh,
have done it once.
wait. No, it looks like that's his last movie because now he has a disorder.
Okay, we're just
Aphasia.
saying.
Okay, now he has something that's stopping him from communicating.
Dementia.
Okay, we're just saying that we don't, we don't know what his actually role is. He could be just like the drug dealer, But tough.
Yeah, he could be the old man
He could be
that
some
you want him to be.
Bruce Willis made over 15 films in the last 2 years.
Oh wow.
That's a lot of movies.
He's not active anymore, though.
Making a film and being in a film are very different things.
Yeah. True that.
Wait, do you know who's an excellent actor? Like top tier to me, and she's weird too. I don't even know her. And she plays Harley Quinn.
Oh, Mac. Oh my gosh,
You know what I'm talking
Maggie
about?
something. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
She's very Dixie by nature to me. Like the way she does things. Like I don't know. She's very like,
Margaret.
Margaret.
Margot
Yeah,
Robbie.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know.
I like. her.
So I'm guessing that you think that like Morgan Freeman should just die right now.
No, see, but he doesn't do action movies.
Happy.
Morgan
He was in
Freeman-
Red.
What?
He was in the movie Red. He was shooting
feel
people up.
That's a long time ago. He doesn't do action.
No, Red
That was like 5 years ago.
He plays his age.
So then what about Denzel Washington?
Yes, another one.
Yeah, there's a
It's enough.
He's the old guy.
old
It's
guy.
enough.
Yeah, he's the old guy.
Because and it's okay because you can still do acting, but you can't still do certain things because that train has to keep moving. I'm sorry, but young always comes through, and as young as you guys may be now, somebody else is gonna come in right behind you. So Khalil, how old are you? 28?
I'm like 63 and a half,
No,
man.
there's an 18-year-old
Yeah,
right
you gotta
now
stop doing those movies,
got
Khalil.
10 years on, and they're gonna be like, you're gonna that 10 years is gonna seem like, damn, he's only
It
18.
does already.
Yeah, the point I'm making is it's okay to do different things, but don't because they're acting. See, you can do things as you get older that you did when you were younger, but as you're acting, you want me to believe that at 70 you're kicking ass because that 35-year-old you could take down. I'm not buying it.
But I know, but you're not supposed to know he's 70. He's like playing as a
But
character.
that's the problem. I don't believe my lying eyes. I can see.
But he's playing as the character. That's what I'm trying to say.
You
I
can take
know
me down.
you're a 70-year-old who's trying to.
He's
play
not a
like,
70-year-old. That's what I tell you. The
I
character's
know.
not 70.
I'm saying I'm not buying that you're not 70.
No.
My brain says, cut, bring the extra in.
How old is
Now,
Tom
Bruce
Cruise?
Willis was his aphasia. I was just reading it, which I didn't know he had it because I had never heard of it. But basically, he might have had he had some type of stroke. That's probably what causes it, but he's having speech problems. And then you think of all the action movies he did, and now he can barely talk. Like he's having speech problems. That's crazy. That must be a kick in the stomach.
It's only Biden.
How old did you say Bruce Willis was?
I don't know.
60-something?
Bruce Willis is in his 60s. I know that because I think Bruce Willis is 63. He's either 63 or 64 because he's from New Jersey, and one of the people that I work with was in the same class as him.
You know what would be funny? And people will watch this movie just because he'd be in this. If Trump had a role in the movie, like a simple role, like you playing like
68. Wait, Deb is 68? Yeah, she was 67 last year. Yeah. 68.
Look, John Travolta is 69. He's about to be 70. Wow.
you guys hear
That
me?
makes sense. Yeah, I can hear you.
It'd be funny if Trump had played in the role in the movie, and like that movie will be so. I wonder what. I don't know. He would get good or bad reviews though, but it'd be interesting. Trump playing a role.
He'd probably just play himself, or like
Play himself.
The investor.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He'll play himself, and it'll be just interesting. What would be the sales will be like? Really, really low or really, really high? People would just see it, just to see it. Like I see him. Like they don't care about the movie as itself. I just want to see Trump's part.
Who is the other actor I'm thinking of? I don't know. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, and it makes no sense in my brain, but for some reason I always mix up John Travolta and Alec Baldwin. I don't know why. Like, oh my gosh. How old is Alec Baldwin?
I don't know.
He's got to be in his 60s. He played Cat. I didn't know he played a Cat in the Hat.
There's a movie of that? Cat in the Hat?
That movie is a crazy movie. It is absolutely wild.
Is that
Yeah,
Dr.
I
Seuss?
feel like they can go back to that, right? There's like a lot of untapped stories of Dr. Seuss. They have a whole Dr. Seuss universe.
Honestly, they really could, and bring in like all the
Put the Lorax in there.
yeah, bring the Lorax.
Was that
bring
DreamWorks?
Fish. No, I don't think it was DreamWorks. I think it was because it was a live action. It wasn't DreamWorks.
Oh yeah, was it this Illumination or something like that?
I think that's what it. I think
No,
that's
no,
what
no.
it
I'm
was.
talking about the Lorax.
Oh. I think it was Illumination. That I don't know.
It was Illumination. It's not getting great reviews out of here.
Yeah,
I like
wait. The Lorax or Cat in the Hat?
The Lorax.
I do remember that kind of flopping.
Guys, I'm really glad we did our first live, real live. I'm glad we did our first real live.
Well, I'm not glad, so
This is our
Why
second.
not?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm upset.
Because you are. I'm glad too.
You know a movie that was like good when I was a kid watching it, and if I watched it now, it'd probably be trash. Cats and Dogs.
Who? Cats and Dogs?
I have not
You remember
seen
that movie?
I didn't see that movie. I have not seen that movie. No.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
There was like a movie called it was like Cats vs Dogs or something, and I don't know. They were like secret agents or something weird.
I'm just looking at this
It was like
freaking.
Spy Kids, kind of like in that same genre. I remember
Bro.
watching that and being
Cats.
like fascinated.
Oh wow, I see it now.
That
That's
movie was
hilarious.
old. That might have been made in like 2004, if that.
You know what still holds up to this day though? Spy Kids.
The
I
farther one.
never liked that one.
Nah, Spy Kids is good, man. Get out of my
The first two, the first three,
Yeah.
they're all good. They were all good. Three was kind of weird, but like,
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. To this day, Spy Kids 3D was the best 3D like movie of all time.
Oh,
Like,
you know.
it was
still not
it was
bad.
3D from start to finish.
Yeah.
Like you see these 3D movies and like it just like whatever nonsense they do, they just stop it midway in the movie. It was like, we got you for the first 10 minutes. Nick. You got your extra popcorn, an extra $30 because you got the glasses. Like
Sylvester
that movie was
Stallone.
in there.
Sylvester Stallone was in the third one. He was like
Yeah,
the
he
main
was.
enemy. Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
villain. What you got to say about that, Ma? It's like, he was like 20 years younger, I guess. He was, in his prime, 56.
I was just saying he was in his 50s when that came out. Late 40s at the earliest.
He was still like, he was kind of like the old guy in that one. A little bit. Not the old, but
I don't remember too much about Spy Kids. I just remember it's like the boy and the girl, and they were spies.
yeah,
That's what I remember, Monty.
they were Spy Kids, bro.
You know what's a
They didn't do
show?
any
Right? They were
spying,
sister,
though.
right? Sister and brothers, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
the siblings.
Jordan, I have a question. Only because I can only imagine only you watching this in the most recent out of all of us. How
Probably.
has
Only the first one, though. Maybe the third
how
one.
has that George Lopez show aged?
The George Lopez show?
Yeah, it's called George Lopez show.
Oh,
How has it
okay.
aged?
I guess you thought of that because of Shark Tale. Not Shark Tale. The Shark
Spy
Boy and
Kids.
Lava Girl.
Oh, he was the villain. I thought he was
He was the villain in Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah. Wrong correlation, same difference. Those were the same universe.
That's funny. But I haven't seen George Lopez in forever, man.
Me neither.
I don't know how
but
good that is.
Like,
What is it
was
on?
it actually a good show, or was it just like the only good thing on Nick at Night?
It was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny.
He
was
carried it.
funny. His mom was funny.
His mom was
The kids
hilarious.
were corny, but him and his mom were funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mom was mean, right? Or like talk. I forgot what.
The mom was a mom.
She was just hard.
Yeah. She was just she was just a grandmother. That's all she was.
Right.
Yeah, George Lopez, it's what Cobra Kai kind of should have been a little bit. You're like, wait, what do I mean by that? It's like they focus on George Lopez instead of like Cobra Kai, which is like in the beginning it focuses on the main character, but then it becomes about the teenagers and crap,
The teenagers that look 40 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still on that. You just don't like people aging, man.
Yeah.
I get it.
You
I
kind
get
of
it.
lost me there, Jordan. What are you saying? Cobra Kai?
Have you seen Cobra Kai? Have you seen
Yeah, but
Cobra
like,
Kai?
are you saying yes? So you're saying that Cobra Kai should have stayed with what is his name? Oh my gosh.
I don't know whether it's. I know his actor's name. I guess it's William Zabka. I don't know if that's the character's name or not.
Yeah, it's not. But I forget. You're saying You're saying
Johnny
he still should have
Lawrence.
been
Johnny
like
Lawrence.
the MC. Yeah, he should have been the MC. I agree with that.
No, he should have been the MC. He should have
That's what I'm saying.
maintained, because in season 1 he was like the main character, and
Yeah,
then like
and then,
later
like,
on it's like, let's watch all the kids and their drama and crap. It's like just stick to the good part of the show. Same thing with George Lopez. It's like, just give us George Lopez. It's all we want.
Guys, do you want to end the live stream? I mean, we can still talk, but you want to end?
I'm done.
Yeah.
I have to get my hair cut.
Yeah. God, see,
Okay.
Monty got a fresh haircut.
All right.
I need a haircut bad.
All right,
Really,
guys.
really bad.